Hello students, today I would like to explain the question paper related to JEE Mains 2020 Mathematics held on September 4th first shift. Okay. This is the question related to differentiability. F of x plus y is equal to f of x plus f of y plus xy square plus x square y. This is the given relation about the function, and limit extends to 0, f of x by x is equals to 1 is also given to you. Then you have to find out the value of f dash 3. You have to find out the value of f dash 3. So this can be written as f of x plus y minus f of x is equal to f of y plus xy square plus x square y. To get the definition, I am dividing on both sides by y, whole divided by y. This is nothing but f of y by y plus xy plus x square. I am taking limit y tends to 0 on both sides. Limit y tends to 0, f of x plus y minus f of x by y as limit y tends to 0. What is this? Limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h means f dash x. This is the derivative itself. F dash x is equals to, what is given to you? Limit x tends to 0, f of x by x, or limit y tends to 0, f of y by y is 1. 1 plus, as y tends to 0 becomes 0, x square itself. This is nothing but 1 plus x square. So f dash x is equals to 1 plus x square. This is the obtained relation. F dash x is equal to 1 plus x square. What you have to find out? F dash 3. We have to find out the value of f dash 3. So put x equal to 3. We obtain f dash 3 is equal to 1 plus 3 square, 9 plus 1, 10. So your answer is 10. In this manner, we can easily crack the problem. If f is twice differentiable function, so you can differentiate 2 times. F is twice differentiable function for all x belongs to R, such that f of 2 is equal to 5. This is given to you. And f dash 2 is equals to, and f dash x greater than or equal to 1, f double dash x greater than or equal to 4. Then which of the following is correct? This is the question to you. So f is twice differentiable function, we mean you can differentiate 2 times. So from the given condition and options, you have to utilize the limits from 2 to 5. You have to use the limits from 2 to 5. What is the first inequality? What you have? F dash x greater than or equal to 1. F dash x is greater than or equal to 1. I am going to integrate on both sides limits from 2 to 5. Integral 2 to 5 f dash x is greater than or equal to integral 2 to 5 1 dx. We mean, what is the integration of 1 x? Limits from 5 to 2 means 3. 5 minus 2, that is 3. This is f of x. Applying limits from 5, what we get? F of 5 minus f of 2. But what is your f of 2 value? F of 2 is 5. So f of 5 is greater than or equal to 5 plus 3, that is 8. This is one condition we obtained, f of 5. So in the options f of 5 is there, we have find the relation between f of 5 and some constant. F of 5 is greater than or equal to 8. Again, what you have the inequality? F double dash x greater than or equal to 4. F double dash x is greater than or equal to 4. Taking integration, again limits from 2 to 5. 2 to 5 dx. So this is 4x. 4 times of 5 minus 2, 3. So here it is f dash x. That is f dash 5 minus f dash 2. 4 3s are 12. What is your f dash 2? F dash 2 is also given to you. 8. This is what? F dash 5 minus. So f dash 5 is greater than or equal to 20. We have f of 5 greater than or equal to 8 and f dash 5 greater than or equal to 20. Just by adding these two inequalities, what you get? F of 5 plus f dash 5 is greater than or equal to 8 plus 20, that is 28. So what is your answer? F of 5 plus f dash 5 greater than or equal to 28 is your correct option. In this manner, we can crack this problem. So by looking the question itself, f of 2 is there. From options, f of 5 is there. You have to take integration from limits 2 to 5. In this manner, we can do this problem. Okay. Next question. If from a point 3 comma 3 on the hyperbola, we mean what? This is the point which is on your hyperbola. Next, a normal is drawn which cuts x-axis at 9 comma 0. So there is 3 comma 3 is a point which lies on the hyperbola. At that point we have to draw a normal. That normal cuts x-axis at 9 comma 0. Then we have to find out the value of a square comma e square. This is the problem related to hyperbola. So first of all, 3 comma 3 lies on my hyperbola. So substitute the 3 comma 3 on hyperbola equation. 9 by a square minus 9 by b square is equals to 1. Implies 1 by a square minus 1 by b square is equal to 1 by 9. This is equation number 1. What is normal at x1 comma y1 to the hyperbola? A square x. X we mean a square x by x1 plus b square y by y1 is equal to a square plus b square. This is the equation of normal at x1 comma y1 to the hyperbola. Your x1 y1 is what? 3 comma 3. Substitute 3 comma 3 here. A square x by x1 3 plus b square y by 3 is equal to a square plus b square. Now it intersects x-axis at 9 comma 0. We mean put x is equal to 9, y equal to 0. So 9 comma 0 lies on this curve. A square into 9 by 3, 3 plus 0, that is equal to a square plus b square. 3a square minus a square, 2a square is equal to b square. From these two equations, we have to, we get a square, b square values. From that, you can easily calculate a square comma e square. So I am going to substitute instead of b square by 2a square. 1 by a square minus 1 by 2a square is equal to 1 by 9. So LCM is 2a square, that is 2 minus 1. 1 by 2a square implies 1 by 2 times of a square is equal to 1 by 9. A square is equals to what now? A square is equal to 9 by 2. A square is 9 by 2. When a square is 9 by 2, b square is what? 9. B square is equal to a square. 2 into 9 by 2. We mean this is 9. What you have to find out? E square of the hyperbola. E square is nothing but a square, b square by a square. What is your a square? 9 by 2 plus 9 by 9. 9, 9, 9 gets cancelled. 1 by 2 plus 1. This is nothing but 3 by 2. So 9 by 2 comma 3. This is 1 by 2 plus a square plus b square by a square. This is 1 by 2 plus 9. 1 by 2 plus 1. This is 3 by 2. 3 by 2. E square is 3 by 2. A square, b square is 9. A square plus b square by a square. That is the eccentricity square. 3 by 2 will be there. Okay. See the calculation once again. A square is equals to 9 by 2. You have a square is 9 by 2. 9 by 2 is correct. B square is equal to 2 times of 9 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. We have 9. E square is equals to a square plus b square by a square. What is a square? 9 by 2. Sorry, here a square is 9 by 2. 9 by 2. 2 also gets cancelled. You have only 3. You have only 3. That is not 9 by 2 comma 3 is there. A square plus b square by a square. Your a square is what? 9 by 2. So 9 by 2 plus 9 by 9 by 2. You get 3. So your answer is 9 by 2 comma 3. Understand? See this question. This is the question related to differentiation. A minus root 2b cos x into a plus root 2b cos y is equal to a square minus b square. Then the value of dy by dx at pi by 4 comma pi by 4 is what they are asking. So we have to find out the derivative of the function. Dy by dx equal to minus fx by fy. You may use that formula. Partial derivative with respect to x by partial derivative with respect to y. Dy by dx is equals to minus fx by fy. Minus of fx. We mean partial derivative with respect to x. When we are doing partial derivative with respect to x, your y term should be constant when it is in the product. Minus of a plus root 2b cos y into derivative of this one. The derivative of a is 0. So the derivative of root 2b cos x. Cos x derivative minus sin x. Minus into minus plus root 2b sin x. And the derivative of a square minus b square becomes 0. Whole divided by partial derivative with respect to x by partial derivative with respect to y. When you are doing with respect to y, the x term should be constant here. A minus root 2b cos x into, you have to write the derivative of this one. Derivative of a is 0 here. Root 2b cos y. The derivative of cos y is minus sin y. Minus root 2b sin y. So minus fx by fy is there. Here the minus minus gets cancelled. Root 2b again also gets cancelled. So this is the value. You have to apply the derivative at pi by 4 comma pi by 4. You just substitute x equal to pi by 4 and y is equal to pi by 4. What happened? A plus root 2b into cos pi by 4. 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. Whole divided by a minus root 2b into 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. So 1 by root 2 gets cancelled. Root 2 again gets cancelled. A plus b by a minus b. So we have the value a plus b by a minus b. So partial derivative with respect to x by partial derivative with respect to y, immediately we apply the derivative. This is the pure problem related to the differentiation. Okay. See this one. A is equal to cos theta, I sin theta, cos theta. This is 2 by 2 matrix and theta lies between 0 to pi by 24 and a power 5 is given to you. Then which of the statement is false? What they are asking? Which of the following statement is false? From this matrix itself you have to find out a power 5. Just we observe, let us find a square first of all. A square is nothing but a into a. Cos theta, I sin theta, and I sin theta, cos theta, into cos theta, I sin theta, and I sin theta, cos theta. What will happen? Cos theta into cos theta, cos square theta. This is cos square theta, I into I square minus 1, minus sin square theta. Again cos theta into I sin theta cos theta plus I sin theta into cos theta. Again I sin theta cos theta. I sin theta into cos theta, I sin theta cos theta. Cos theta into I sin theta plus I sin theta cos theta. What do you have? I square into sin square theta minus sin square theta. This is plus cos square theta. So this is nothing but cos 2 theta, I sin 2 theta, I sin 2 theta. This is again cos 2 theta. So if you square it, you have 2 here. Similarly, you can find a power 5 as by multiplying with a and so on we get cos 5 theta. A power 5 becomes cos 5 theta, I sin 5 theta, I sin 5 theta and cos 5 theta. So a power 5 will be obtained in this manner. So this is equivalent to ABCD. Now which option is correct? Which option is false? A square minus B square. This is A square minus B square. This is cos square 5 theta minus B square is there. B square we mean I square means minus 1 minus into minus plus sin square 5 theta. So cos power 5 theta plus sin square 5 theta, it is always 1. Cos square 5 theta plus sin square 5 theta is 1, but it is 1 by 2. This is wrong. That is why first option is correct option. You no need to check out the other things. You may check, all will be correct. A square minus B square, never 1 by 2, because cos square theta plus sin square theta is always 1. So just by observing what will happen for a power 5, this is only the logic behind this problem. This is the problem related to matrices. See this one. This is related to complex numbers. U is equals to 2z plus I by z minus ki, where z is equal to x plus iy and k greater than 0. The curve real part of u plus imaginary part of u equal to 1 cuts y-axis at 2 points P and Q such that PQ is equal to 5. Then you have to find out the value of k. K is positive. You just replace z by x plus iy and simplify that one in the form of a plus ib. Take real part of u and imaginary part of u and their sum equal to 1. And put x equal to 0 in that equation. We obtain the two roots. You have to find out the distance from the 2 points P and Q. Equate that to 5. We can easily find the value of k. So put z is equals to x plus iy. Take z is equal to x plus iy. What happened? 2 times of x plus iy plus I whole divided by x plus iy minus ki. This is nothing but 2x plus I times of 2y plus 1 whole divided by x plus I into y minus k into, I am going to write this in the form of a plus ib and multiply divided by x minus I into y minus k by x minus I into y minus k. This is nothing but 2x into x, 2x square, I into I square, minus 1 minus into minus plus 2y plus 1 into y minus k plus I times of 2y plus 1 into x again minus 2x into y minus k by x plus I into y minus k into x minus I into y minus k. It is nothing but x plus I into y minus k into x minus I into y minus k. A square, a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square, we mean x square plus y minus k whole square. The entire thing becomes what? This is nothing but x square plus y minus k whole square. Now real part plus imaginary part is equal to 1. We mean 2x square plus 2y plus 1 into y minus by this one plus imaginary part, that is what? 2y plus 1 into x minus 2x times of y minus k is equal to x square plus y minus k whole square, because real part plus imaginary part is what? 1. So just by cross multiplying we get in this manner. This is the curve, required curve. It intersects y-axis. Put x equal to 0. What happened? 2y, put x equal to 0. 2y plus 1 into y minus k. This is 0, this is also 0, is equal to y minus k whole square. So you can take y minus k common. Y minus k times of 2y plus 1 minus of y minus k equal to 0. So y minus k into y, 2y minus y, y plus 1 plus k. So what are the values of y? Y is equal to k comma minus of k plus 1. So we have y is equals to k is 1, y is equal to minus of k plus 1. What are their points of intersections now? 0 comma k and 0 comma minus of k plus 1. So the distance from here is nothing but what? 5 units. That is modulus of k1 minus k2 minus of minus plus k plus 1 is equal to 5. So for k positive, we take 2k plus 1 is equal to 5. 2k is equal to 4. The value of k is equals to 2. K is positive. Mod x is equal to x. Therefore, k is equals to 2. So it is a little bit of calculation is there. That is why you have to write in the form of a plus ib and then go for the distance is equal to 5. The distance from the 2 points of intersections is 5 units. That is why I am equating that distance to 5 units. So distance between 0 comma a, 0 comma b is modulus of a minus b. Okay. See here, the probability of hitting a target is 1 by 10. Then find the minimum number of trials so that the probability of at least one success is greater than 1 by 4. Probability of at least one success is greater than 1 by 4. So what is the probability of success in this experiment? P is equals to 1 by 10. P plus Q is equals to 1, that is why Q, probability of failure is equal to 1 minus 1 by 10, that is 9 by 10. What they are asking? Probability of at least one success, probability of x greater than or equal to 1 should be greater than 1 by 4. You have to find out the minimum number of trials n. You have to find out the value of minimum of n. P of x greater than or equal to 1, we mean 1 minus p of x less than 1, which is greater than 1 by 4. So 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4 should be greater than p of x less than 1. P of x less than 1, we mean p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0. From by binomial distribution, suppose the number of trials is n, then NC0, P, what is your P? 1 by 10 power 0, NCR, P power R, Q power n minus R, 9 by 10 whole to the power of R, that is n. NCR, P power R, Q power n minus R, NC naught into 9 by 10 whole power n. So 3 by 4 should be greater than 0.9 power n. So 3 by 4 greater than 0.9 power n, we mean 0.75 is greater than 0.9 power n. For n is equal to 1, not possible. N is equal to 0.81, it is possible. For n is equal to 3, this should be 0.72 like that, that is possible. So the least value of n is equals to 3 here. So minimum number of trials should be 3, then your inequality should be exist. That is why here we are using the binomial distribution. See, this is very simple question to you. By trial and error method, the minimum value of n is obtained by 3. Okay. Now let us see the next question. Consider two statements S1 and S2. This is they are saying tautology, this is they are saying contradiction. Which of the statement is true? So they are given that it is tautology. That means all outputs, all possible values of P must should be true. At least one of the value, at least one of the possibility is false for given values, truth values of P comma Q, that is false statement. So I am going to try to get at least one pair of P comma Q such that it gives false. Suppose, is it possible to get false or not? Let us check. Negation of P implies negation of Q by implication of P is false, say. Such type of P comma Q exists, then the statement is false. Otherwise this is true. That is my target. Something implies something. P implies Q is false. Truth implies false is false. This must and should be true. This is false. When it is true, P is false. P is false. This is false implies either both are false or both are true. P is false here. False. Automatically this must and should be false. Negation of Q is false means Q is true. So for P is false and Q is true, this statement is false. Therefore at this time we have false. We mean the statement is wrong, because for every time it gives truth values. But for my P is false, Q is true, we obtain false statement. That is why it is not tautology. It is not tautology. Similarly, it is falsy. Suppose we have to take it as true. Negation of Q and P implies Q. Implies Q is true, say. When it becomes true, truth implies truth is truth. Okay. Suppose this is true, this is also true. When Q is true, negation of Q becomes what? False. Becomes true. False, Q is true. Negation of Q is false. This is true implies this never true. This never true. That is why truth is not possible here. Suppose we take false, false. Negation of Q and P implies Q is false statement. This is what they are given. This is a false statement. This is true, say. Suppose when it is true, it is true. False implies false is also truth statement. So your Q is false, automatically this will be true. True and what is false? True and false is false. So your P is false and Q is false, then your statement becomes true. So this is also wrong. So for my given values of P is false and Q is false, my statement is true. But they are given that for all values of P comma Q, this is false. This is also wrong statement. So both are wrong statements. Statements both will be false. That is fourth option is the correct option. Or you may draw the table, truth table. We can decide both will be false. Or before going to draw the table, you can check in this manner. We can easily crack this one. Understand? Two poles A and B, AB and CD of heights 15 meters and 10 meters respectively. A and C are on the level ground. Point of intersection of AD and BC is P. Then height of P is what? So this is very easy question. Its height is 15 meters. Its height is 10 meters. Okay. AB. This is AB and CD. A and C are on the level ground. Points of intersections of AD, this is AD and this is BC. Intersect at CD, point of intersection of AD and BC is P, is given to you. Then height of P is what? What is the height here? Clearly, this is actually 10th class problem. We know that the relation between these three is 1 by H is equal to 1 by 15 plus 1 by 10. That's all. So you can apply similar triangle property for this triangle as well as obtain in this condition. Simple thing. So 1 by H is equals to 30 is LCM, 2 plus 3, 5 by 30, that is 1 by 6. So your H value is 6. So this is the very simple question to you. Okay. So this is the relation. If it is A, if it is H and it is B, then 1 by H is equals to 1 by A plus 1 by B by using similar triangle property. See this next question. For the equation box x square plus 2 times of box x plus 2 minus 7 equal to 0, x belongs to R. The number of solutions of this equation is R dash. This is the integral part of x. Box x is your integral part of x. You have to find out the number of solutions for this one. Box x square plus 2 times of box of x plus 2, you mean x is a positive integer or integer, box x plus 2 you may write this one, minus 7 equal to 0. Box x square plus 2 box x, 4 minus 7, minus 3 is equals to 0. Am I correct or not? This is box x square is itself 2 times of box x plus 4 minus 7, that is minus 3 equal to 0. So box x equal to t, say t square plus 2t minus 3 is equals to 0. So t square plus 3t minus t minus 3 equal to 0. So t into t plus 3 minus 1 times of t plus 3 equal to 0. Therefore t is equal to 1 or t equal to minus 3. What is your t? Box x. Box x is equal to 1. We mean x lies between 0 to 1. Box x1 means 1 less than or equal to x less than 2. Box x equal to minus 3. We mean minus 3 less than or equal to x less than minus 2. This is minus 2. Minus 3 to minus 2. Minus 3 to minus 2. This is your box x value. Okay. Lies between here to here. Therefore, it has infinite number of values for x. Therefore, the number of solutions is infinite. Minus 4 point something, minus 4.5. What is box of minus 4.5? Minus 5 will be there. Box of minus 2.4. What is the box value? Minus 3 is there. So, its solution is minus 3 to its solution is 1 to 2. So, it has infinite number of values for x satisfies this equation. Therefore, the number of solutions is infinite. Understand? So, this is the question related to integration. So, in every textbook you have this question, integral x square by x sin x plus cos x whole square dx. In every JEE book this question will be there. Direct question they are asking. Integral, this can be written as x into secant x into x into cos x. This is very familiar problem. Why should you write in this manner? The derivative of denominator under square value should be x cos x, because x sin x plus cos x whole square dx. See here, what is the derivative of this one? X into cos x plus cos x minus sin x. The derivative is x into cos x plus sin x minus cos x minus sin x. The derivative of cos x is minus sin x. minus sin x plus sin x gets cancelled, x cos x. X cos x will be there. So its derivative is what now? X cos x. So I take this one as first function and the entire thing as a second function. I will apply to by parts. X into secant x fx. What is the integration of this one? F dash x by f of x whole square. We mean minus 1 by x sin x plus cos x. Integral 1 by x square is what? Minus 1 by x. Fx integral gx dx minus integral f dash x. You have to write the derivative of x secant x. X into derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x plus secant x into 1. The derivative of x is 1 whole divided by minus into minus plus x sin x plus cos x. So fx integral gx dx minus integral f dash x into integral gx dx. So minus x secant x by minus x secant x by x sin x plus cos x. See here, we write in this manner sin x by cos x by cos square x plus integral x sin x by cos square x plus 1 by cos x whole divided by x sin x plus cos x dx. This is nothing but minus x secant x by x sin x plus cos x plus integral 1 by cos square x into, see here, x sin x plus cos x. X sin x plus cos x, x sin x plus cos x gets cancelled, dx. Understand? Now, we have minus x secant whole divided by x sin x plus cos x plus integral secant square x dx. That is what? Tan x. Tan x we mean plus sin x by cos x plus c. Now taking LCM, we get the required answer, that is cos x into x sin x plus cos x. So we have this can be written as x by secant x is nothing but into cos x. You may write. The LCM is cos x into x sin x plus cos x. That is minus x plus sin x into x sin x plus cos x. That is minus x plus x sin square x plus sin x into cos x whole divided by cos x into x sin x plus cos x plus c. See here, this is nothing but minus of 1 minus sin square x, minus x into 1 minus sin square x, minus x cos square x, minus x cos square x plus sin x cos x. This is, take minus common, x cos square x, sin x cos x whole divided by cos x into x sin x plus cos x. So cos x gets cancelled, minus x cos x plus sin x, minus x cos x plus sin x whole divided by x sin x plus answer. Sin x minus x cos x whole divided by x sin x plus cos x. In this manner we can solve this problem. X cos x minus sin x by cos x plus sin x. Okay, sin x minus x cos x by x sin x plus cos x. This is the fourth option. So this is a little bit of lengthy problem, even though it is very standard question. Okay, right. This is the question. 1 plus 1 minus 2 square into 1 plus 1 minus 4 square into 3 plus and so on up to here is equal to alpha minus 220 beta, then alpha comma beta is what? This is your question. So this can be written as 1 plus itself I am writing 1. Now the remaining terms can be written in the sigma position. Sigma r is equals to 1 to here. This is 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on up to 19 is there. How many up to 19 means 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on up to 19. A plus n minus 1 into d, difference is 2 is equal to 19. N minus 1 into 2 is equals to what? 18. This is 9 times. So the number of terms is 10. So sigma r is equals to 1 to 10. This is 2r plus 1, 2r minus 1, I think so. For r is equals to 1, we get first, r equal to 1, r is equals to 10, 19. See this question, alpha comma beta are the roots of x square minus 3x plus c, p equal to 0 and gamma comma delta are the roots of x square minus 6x plus q equal to 0. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta are in increasing geometric progression, then the value of 2q plus p by 2q minus p is what? This is the question. So alpha, beta are the roots of this equation, gamma, comma, delta are the roots of this equation. These are in geometric progression. So the roots are taken as ar square and ar cube. The roots may be taken in this manner. Sum of the roots is what now? A plus ar is equals to 3. And ar square plus ar cube, r square times of a plus ar is what now from the second equation itself? 6. A plus ar is 3, 3 2's. Implies your r square is equals to 2. We have r square is equals to 2. Again product of the roots. A square r is obtained by p and a square r power 5. Its the product of the roots is what now? Q. Now divided by a square r we get a r power 4 is equal to q by p. What is your r square? 2. R power 4 means 4. Implies 4a. A square gets cancelled by dividing itself. A is also cancelled out. R power 4 will be there. R power 4 is q by p. Implies what is your r square value? 2. 2 square means 4. 4 is equal to q by p. The value of q by p is 4. What you have to find out now? 2q plus p by 2q minus p. P 2 times of q by p plus 1 whole divided by 2 times of q by p minus 1. 2 gets cancelled. What is your q by p? 4. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 by q by p is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Cancel out 3 times. So your answer is 3. 9. This is 9 by q by p is what? 4. A square r power 4 is equals to q by p, that is q by p is what your value? 4. Q by p is 4, 2q is there. Here is also 2q. 2 times of q minus p, excuse me. Here in common 2 times of q by p minus 1. pp gets cancelled. 2 times of 4 plus 1 whole divided by 2 power 2.2 into 4 minus 1. 8 plus 1, 9 by 8 minus 1, 7. So your answer is 9 by 7. So it is a simple problem. Just by finding the relation between q and p, we obtain the answer. That is 9 by 7. Okay. This is the question related to the differential equation. It is very easy for you. Dividing by x on both sides, we get dy by dx minus y by x is equal to x times of x cos x plus sin x. This is the differential equation. By dividing by x on both sides, it becomes linear differential equation. Clearly, we get integrating factor as integral 1 by x dx e power minus log x, this is 1 by x. Therefore, solution is y into integrating factor, y into 1 by x is equal to integral x into x cos x plus sin x whole divided by x dx. So, xx gets cancelled. This is of the form f of x plus x into f dash x. It is nothing but x into f of x plus c. X into, this is f of x, x into f dash x, x sin x plus c. So, y by x is equal to x sin x plus c. What is given to you? They are given f of pi is equal to pi, y is equal to pi, x equal to pi. Substitute here, 1 is equals to x into sin x. Sin pi is 0 plus c. Your c is 1. Therefore, y by x is equals to x sin x plus 1. That means y is equal to x square sin x plus x. This is your y value. After getting y value, that is f of x, you can find f double dash x and substitute to pi by 2. F of pi by 2, you get the required answer. What is y dash? X square into cos x plus sin x into 2x plus 1. Again find its double derivative. Y double dash is equal to x square into minus sin x plus cos x into 2x plus 2 times of x sin x, x into cos x plus sin x. The derivative of 1 is 0. Y double dash pi by 2 is what now? Y double dash pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0. That is why these two terms will be vanish. Sin pi by 2 is 1, pi square by 4. This is minus pi square by 4 is here. These two terms are 0. 2 into sin pi by 2 plus 2. This is y double dash pi by 2. Y of pi by 2 is what now? Pi square by 4 plus 1. Y of pi by 2 is pi square by 4 plus 1. Pi square by 4 plus 1. By adding these two gets cancelled. What will happen? This is y of pi by 2. So, pi by 2 plus 2. Your final answer is pi by 2 plus 2 is there. Pi by 2 plus 2. Understand? This is very simple question, but the calculation part is very, very careful to you. So, y of pi by 2. This is pi by 2. This is pi square by 4 into 1. Pi square by 4 plus pi by 2. Pi square by 4 gets cancelled. 2 plus pi by 2 is obtained answer. See, this is the question. X square by a square plus y square by b square equal to 1 be an ellipse such that the length of latus rectum is 10 and its eccentricity is equal to maximum value of the quadratic expression. Then you have to find out the value of a square plus b square. So, length of latus rectum, what is the formula? 2b square by a. 2b square by a is equal to 10. This is your length of latus rectum. We have to find out the maximum value for this one. This is quadratic expression for a less than 0. what is the maximum value? 4ac. What is your a? Minus 1. 4ac, c is 5 by 12. Minus b square, that is 1. 4a, 4 into minus 1. This is 3 times. Minus 5 minus 3, minus 8 by 3 by minus 4. Minus minus gets cancelled, it is 2. 2 by 3. What is its maximum value? Eccentricity. Its eccentricity is equal to 2 by 3. So 4 by 9 is equal to e square. A square minus b square by a square. 4a square is equal to 9a square minus 9b square. That is 5b. So 5a square is equals to 9b square. Substitute the b square value here. 2 by a into, what is your b square? 5a square by 9 is equal to 10. 10 gets cancelled. A cancel out. Therefore, a is equal to 9. We mean a square is equals to 81. When a square is equal to 81, 5 times of 81 is equal to 9b square. 9 nines. B square is 45. So we have b square is 45, a square is equal to 81. 81 plus 45, 126. So your value of a square plus b square what? 126. Okay. Now let f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 2 and g of x is equal to f of x. X belongs to closed 0 comma 4. Then you have to find out the value of integral 0 to 3 g of x minus f of x dx is what? F of x you have to calculate first of all. F of x we mean modulus of x minus 2 minus 2. This is your f of x. Integral 0 to 3 f of x we mean this is g of x. G of x means here modulus of x minus 2 minus 2. Okay. Again what? Minus f of x. Minus modulus of x minus 2 of dx. So modulus of x minus 2 is there. So I have to split up to 0 to 2. Modulus of x minus 2 up to 0 to 2 mod x minus 2 is what? 2 minus x. 2 minus x minus 2 minus of x minus 2 on 0 to 2 that is negative, that is 2 minus x I am writing here. So this is the value dx. There is one mod here. Again plus integral 2 to 3. Integral 2 to 3, what about modulus of x minus 2? X minus 2 itself. X minus 2 minus 2 is there. This is x minus 2 minus 2 minus of what? In 2 to 3 x minus 2 itself dx. This is 2 gets cancelled. Integral 0 to 2 modulus of minus x we mean x minus 2 plus x, that is 2x minus 2 plus integral 2 to 3 modulus of x minus 4. In interval 2 to 3 mod x minus 4 is nothing but 4 minus x. 4 minus x plus 2 of dx. So it is easy to calculate now. 2 times of integral 0 to 2 x minus 1 dx plus 6 minus 2x. 2 to 3 6 minus 2x dx. So 2 times of x minus 1 whole square by 2 limits from 0 to 2 plus 2 times of this is 3 minus x. 3 minus x whole square by minus 2 because the derivative of minus x is minus 1 here. 2 to 3. Now 2 gets cancelled here. Substitute 2, we get 1 minus of this is also 1 because minus 1 whole square is 1. 2 again gets cancelled. Minus of 3 substitute, that becomes 0. Minus of 3 minus 2 1. 1 square is nothing but 1. The final answer is 1. Understand? So this is a little bit of calculation, including the modulus expansion is also there. So we have to split that definite integrals to 0 to 2, 2 to 3. We can easily obtain the solution. So this is the right angle triangle, right angled at the point at what? Let ABC is a right angle triangle, angled at A. A is 1 comma 2, C is 3 comma 1. The area of the triangle ABC is 5 root 5. Right angled at A is given to you. What are the coordinates of A? 1 comma 2. This is A, B, C. This is A, C, B and C. What are the coordinates of C? 3 comma 1. You have to find out the abscissa of the coordinates of B. This is the point say X comma Y. Say. Now, right angled at A is there. A is 1 comma 2, C is 3 comma 1 are the 2 points. The area of triangle is given to you, that is 5 root 5. You have to find out the coordinates of X coordinate of the B. The first concept is you have to apply slopes product is equals to -1 and equate the area to 5 root 2. We can easily obtain the X coordinate of B. What is the product of slopes now? 2, that is 1 by 1 minus 3 minus 2 into what is the slope? Y minus 2 by X minus 1 is equal to -1. Minus gets cancelled. Y minus 2 is equal to 2 times of X minus 1. This is equation number 1. Product of slopes is -1. And area of the triangle, half into its distance is what? Root of 4 plus 1, that is root 5 into square root of X minus 1 whole square plus Y minus 2 whole square is equal to root 5. Now root 5 gets cancelled. X minus 1 whole square plus Y minus 2 whole square is equals to what? 4 now. Substitute instead of Y minus 2 by 2 times of X minus 1. X minus 1 whole square plus 4 times of X minus 1 whole square is equal to 4. 5 times of X minus 1 whole square is equals to what? 5. This is 5 times of X minus 1 whole square is this is 5 root 2 gets cancelled out one time, that is 4. This is 5 times is equal to 4. X minus 1 whole square is equals to 2 by root 5. So X minus 1 is equal to 2 by root 5. So your X is equal to abscissa X is equal to 2 by root 5 plus 1. You may take plus or minus also here. 2 plus root 5. This is X minus 1 whole square. 2 by root 5. X is equals to 2 plus root 5 by 2. See once again here. Here by slopes product is what here? -1. 1 by 2 into area root 5 into root of X minus 1 whole square plus Y minus 2 whole square is equals to root 5. Root 5 gets cancelled. So X minus 1 whole square plus Y minus 2 whole square is what now? 4 by squaring itself. So we have Y minus 2 is equals to what? 2 times of X minus 1. Y minus 2 is there. Y minus 2 whole square means 4 times of X minus 1 whole square. This is plus X minus 1 whole square. This is equal to 4. 5 times of X minus 1 whole square is what? 4 now. By 5. This is nothing but 2 by root 5. So by easily 2 by root 5 X minus 1 whole square is equals to 2 X minus 1 is equals to is that X minus 1 whole square 4 times of X minus 1 whole square 5 times of X minus 1 whole square is there is equal to 4, that is 4 by 5. X minus 1 is equal to plus or minus 2 by root 5. From that you can calculate X is equal to 1 plus or minus 2 by root 5. So you can easily write the X coordinate of the x coordinate of b. Okay. So see this one, f of x is equal to integral root x by 1 plus x whole square dx. Then find the value of f of 3 minus f of 1. So for this, to solve this integration, we take the small substitution, that x is equal to tan square theta. Integral root tan square theta, we mean tan theta, by 1 plus x whole square, 1 plus tan square theta, secant square theta whole to the power of 2, that is secant power 4 theta, into 2 tan theta into secant square theta d theta. So secant square theta cancel out, secant square theta times 2 coming outside, tan square theta by secant square theta, that is sin square theta d theta. 2 times of integral sin square theta d theta we have to find out. 2 times of integral sin square theta, we mean 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. So 2 gets cancelled. The integration is theta minus sin 2 theta by 2 plus c is there. So for a definite integral, you have to find out the f of 3 minus f of 1. No need to write plus c. What is your theta now? Tan theta is equals to what? Root x. Theta is equals to tan inverse root x. So tan inverse root x minus 1 by 2 into sin 2 theta. That means 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta. 2 into tan theta is root x. 2 tan theta by 1 plus tan square theta, we mean x. 2 gets cancelled. So we have tan inverse root x minus root x by 1 plus x. So substitute f of 3 minus f of 1. F of 3 we mean tan inverse root 3. Tan inverse root 3 means pi by 3 minus this is root 3 by 1 plus 3, 4, minus of f of 1 you have to write tan inverse 1 pi by 4 minus this is 1 by 1 plus 1, 1 by 2. So pi by 3 minus pi by 4, what you have? Pi by 12 minus root 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2. This is your final answer. Okay. In this manner, we can substitute the value of x square theta. We can easily crack this one. Okay. So for this one, this is a binomial theorem. You can use the multinomial theorem. Then only we obtain the A7 and A13 and simplify this one. You can easily get the answer. What is x plus y plus z whole to the power of n general term? Its general term is n factorial by p factorial into q factorial into r factorial. The first term power p, second term power q, third term power r. So this is the general term of this expansion. For that, what will happen? 2x square plus 3x plus 4 whole to the power of 10. We mean its general term is what now? 10 factorial by p factorial into q factorial into r factorial into 2x square whole to the power of p, 3x whole to the power of q and 4 power r. Subject to p plus q plus r is equals to what? 10. You have to equate the power to first time 7 and then power to 13. We get the value and you can find a7 by a13. Immediately we obtain the required answer. Understand? In this problem we have to use the multinomial theorem. This is also very simple question. Just by expanding 50 minus r, c6 is there. For r is equal to 0, 50 c6 plus 49 c6 plus 48 c6 plus and so on up to 20. For 20, 30 c6 is there. Just I am adding 31 c6, 30 c7, sorry, 30 c7 minus 30 c7. Why I am writing in this manner? N CR minus 1. We obtain n plus 1 CR. You don't need to write 31 C6 here. There itself 31 C6 is there. Am I correct or not? That is why the next 6 plus 1 should be added. 30 C6 plus 30 C7. NCR plus NCR minus 1. N plus 1 CR. In this manner, increasing up to here, what will happen? 51 C7 will be there. Minus 30 C7. 51 C7 51 C7 minus 30 C7, that third option. So in this problem we have using here NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equals to N plus 1 CR is there. That is why we are adding 30 C7 and subtracting the 30 C7. Okay. In a group of 63% people read newspaper A while 76% people read newspaper B. So newspaper A is read by the 63%. Newspaper B is read by the persons 76%. If X% of the people read both A and B, then the X may be what they are asking. So N of A union B, you know that N of A plus N of B minus N of A intersection B. This is there. This is always less than or equal to 100% when you take in the percentage form. So 63 plus 76 minus, suppose this is X, say, given X% is there, less than or equal to 100. So 63 plus 76, this is 9, 139. So 139 minus X is less than or equal to 100. So 39 is less than or equal to X. So the minimum value of X is 39 and maximum is what? Maximum value of N of A intersection B is minimum of these two. That is less than or equal to minimum of these two. That is what? 63. A intersection B has maximum value, that is minimum of both A and B. 39 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 63. Which one of them? C 37, which is left side, cancel. C 68, which is right side, cancel out. 29, which is left side of 39, it is also cancel. C 55, it is lies between 39 and 63. So your required percentage is maybe 55. So any number which lies between 39 and 63 is your correct answer. Understand?